on, that's some frashata.
What happened?
Uh-oh. What the hell happened?
They just blanked out for a minute.
We lost Jim. Is he still there?
It was the first.
Nope.
It was the Frazetta.
The Frazetta.
There he is. He's coming back. Well, we want to welcome everybody. Cover to cover.
Cover to cover.
Tonight, we're doing H2O. Use your voice.
Use your voice.
This album is from 2015. The seventh album for H2O, a punk band.
I was surprised by that seventh album.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
I was surprised when it was 2015. I thought it was older.
And we're
there they are. Hey, these guys.
Sorry about that. Had to avert my eyes with all that risque artwork you're showing.
You want another one? You want another one?
No, please
don't.
don't.
No.
I got a jiggly wire here. Sorry.
As Raul stated, this is H2O, Use Your Voice, their seventh album, released in October 2015, recorded in March to May earlier that year, clocking in at a very short 23 minutes even.
This is the shortest one yet, right?
I think so. Hold on.
No, I think
Milo might have been shorter.
Milo was shorter?
Yeah, I think Milo was shorter.
Wow.
Hold on.
I was doing my best.
Milo was 20 minutes, 59 seconds. 2 minutes shorter.
Wow. Milo holds the record.
Yeah, I mean, short is short, but I just couldn't believe how quick this album was for 11 tracks. You blink and you're like, what? It's the last song already?
Yeah, I listened to it about 30 minutes ago again. And I want to say I turned it on and I said, oh, I got 30 minutes to listen to this. And like, it was over before I'm like, holy crap, I still got a bunch of time left. So I started listening to it again. And then, of course, Pandora does Pandora things and just kicks me off in the middle of a song. So I just called it.
I heard it at the gym, and I was like 2 or 3 exercises in, and I was like, what happened to the music? And then, oh shit, it ended. I thought the same thing happened to me.
But yeah, from what I was reading too, that this is their final album that they've done. I guess they've been on a hiatus, temporary breakup, but got back together.
Was this your first album that you heard from them, or you have been a fan from the beginning?
No, this is the first album I heard.
And how did you become aware of it?
I don't even remember. Honestly, I don't remember. I might have seen the video for the opening track, or one of the videos, because I remember seeing a video of theirs that had Michael Rappaport at the beginning talking. It might not even been theirs. I don't remember. But Michael Rappaport was talking at the beginning of a video. That might have been how I heard about this album, or honestly, I don't even know.
I didn't know it was from 2015. I thought it was an older album. I had never heard of them.
Yeah, I did too. I saw the cover. I thought it was from like 03.
Yeah.
It was 2015.
Yeah, I was thinking the 80s, but yeah. did not expect 2015.
It's got that older feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you go and listen to the rest of the albums, Bo?
No. I think I listened to one other album, and I wasn't as pleased as I was with this album.
Okay.
But we were listening to it this morning, and when it ended, it rolled right into one of their other albums. I was like, "Oh, that's a different album."
And was the music the same, or?
I don't. It was kind of similar, but not.
I remember what I hear in the earlier stuff was a little more poppier, if I recall.
That's interesting.
And this album does have a poppy sound, as far as they're labeled as a New York hardcore band, punk hardcore band.
They're not like,
but it's not like your typical hardcore New York hardcore band,
which is way more like heavy metal,
more aggressive, and
I was picking up the influences.
Yeah,
for sure.
They definitely have a lot of influences from Minor Threat and Bad Brains and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which if you listen to the lyrics, you can hear little clues throughout this whole album of, the one of the songs ends with age. What was it? Poppage.
Yeah.
Poppage. So that's a Descendants reference. He mentions waiting in a room. That's a Fugazi, reference and all that stuff. Plus he's a straight edge. So that's Ian MacKaye, Minor Threat, and you hear some Bad Brains references too in the songs.
They're really structured well. They're written well.
They are written real good, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not just guys in a garage. It sounds like these guys have talent. They're making songs, and it gives it that poppy feel.
Because almost every song has a hook, a catchy hook.
Yeah,
that'll grab you and pull you in.
But
I think that's what happened to me. It pulled me in because of the song, the hooks that they.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, it's pretty good.
That's their first song right away.
Yeah, right away. The songs are short, but they pack a lot in that time, dude. In the song, they don't waste any time, and it's
they get it out.
Yeah. It's not like the songs you feel like they're incomplete. They're just short.
No, I think they make their point in the time that they have, that they put it on there. So yeah, appropriately length.
The longest one is 2 minutes and 37 seconds. And then there's another one that's like 2 minutes, and then everything else is under 2 minutes. It's crazy.
Yeah, 2 minutes. The last song is the longest, 2:54.
Yeah.
True Romance? Is that what it is?
Evening.
What's up, John?
That's the one he sings about his wife.
Oh, okay.
That one's about his wife. And cool. Another cool little thing. I don't know if it says on their Wikipedia or not. It might. Yeah, it does. In the song "Skate," Steve Caballero plays some guitar on that track. Steve Caballero from the Bones Brigade skateboard crew back in the 80s. Yeah.
Oh.
He had a band, and their big song was "Skate and Destroy."
Yeah, it was a Faction.
Yeah.
It's like the only song anyone ever knows.
"Skate and Destroy" is like their anthem song, and the name of this track is "Skate." So there you go. But yeah, there wasn't a whole lot on this album going in, and I almost didn't pick this album just because there really wasn't a whole lot to go on. But me personally, I love the album, and I assumed that y'all might too, so that's why I picked it, even though it didn't have really much information on it.
Yeah, no, it's all the songs are the same, but they're all different at the same time. But they're in the same style. You know, it's not. There's no. You know, they're not gonna throw out a ballad or anything like that. But they're all good songs. They're all catchy. They're fast. I think you said something the last time that every song's a hit. I think you mentioned
they're all catchy. They're all pretty much catchy songs.
Yeah, and they have a message as well.
Yeah, they have a very good message.
Yeah,
there's a lot of lyrics in this album that I can still relate to being a 40-something-year-old guy.
Yeah, and you can make it out. His singing is good as well. You know, it's like it's nice. It's clear.
She was. Oh my god.
Good. It's good.
Yeah, for sure.
It was amazing. I like the drummer. The drummer is fucking on point.
Which I just seen on the band's actual Wikipedia that the singer Toby Morse, his son is their new drummer now. Drums for him.
So they're still touring or something or playing, but just not making any records. Is that what it is?
As far as I know, they haven't. They'll do an occasional tour or show maybe, and that's about it. But they haven't made the album since this one. 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years.
His son's young, his son's young, but I used to follow him on Instagram and stuff, and his son's a damn good drummer.
But he's not this drummer on this album.
No. I think he's the kid on the cover though.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What's his name though? He's at the Pitch Black Dark.
If I'm not mistaken. I believe so.
Pitch
Was
Black.
there info? I didn't see any info on the cover.
I didn't either. I'll bring it up here though.
Great cover. I love the cover.
It speaks the album well, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It presents the album well.
It is a good cover.
It's like a propaganda style cover, graffiti.
It's something if I saw it in the store, I'd be like, oh, what's this?
What's this, right? It's catchy. What's the H2O stand for? Is it water or is there something behind their name? You know, if you know.
Honestly, I don't know.
Oh,
let's see.
H2O.
According to here, it's because they're straight edge, and they wanted their name to have a pure kind of.
Okay,
they want it to be pure.
And what exactly is straight edge, dude?
No drugs.
No drinking.
No drinking.
No smoking. None of that.
Is it religious?
No.
It's just you're clean.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's been around for. You guys have any idea how long that's been
Early
around?
80s.
Like it's gonna take quite a while.
Yeah, late 70, like 79, 80, 81, right on. Minor Threat was like the first one.
Yeah,
I guess you could say that started the whole thing.
The Teen Idols.
That
early DC scene started it.
Yeah.
DC?
Yeah, the DC punk scene.
Who?
And then it got later on, late 80s, early 90s or 90s.
No.
It kind of got out of control where it became like a gang.
How does that become a gang?
You're asking the question. But yeah, there would be groups of straight edgers that would jump and beat people because they were having a beer or a cigarette or
there's a horror movie about it
or something.
There's a horror movie about it. I think it's called Keg Party.
Oh yeah,
and it's a straight it's got like a Minor Threat soundtrack.
It's a pretty decent movie for being a B movie or a C movie.
F movie.
And what is it? It's like a maniac straight edger out on the loose, or
it was a straight edge gang that killed a bunch of people at a keg party for drinking.
No.
What the hell?
And I remember hearing back in the 90s, like the worst area was like the New England, Boston area.
Uh-huh.
They had like I don't know what they were called or whatever, but they had a straight edge movement up there that was pretty violent.
So that's still a movement. That's still something that's going on. Maybe not as big or not as violent as
I
that.
think they all just got too old and they're like in their 40s now. They don't want to mess with that.
Yeah, because Ian Mackay, he's like, what it turned into was completely opposite of what he was, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he just did his own thing, and these people are forcing their beliefs on other people or fighting or beating or, you know, or hurting other people because they weren't straight edge.
Yeah, they're less than.
And Ian Mackay kind of like pulled away from that, I guess you could say, but he's still straight edge. But
Dude, you don't even have an excuse. Man, I was drunk. I was. What excuse do you use? They looked at me the wrong way.
I guess.
They blew smoke in my face, and I'm straight edge, so I don't smoke, and I beat their ass.
Pretty much.
Wow,
It's weird. Yeah, I know it's weird.
Yeah, I've never been. I've always heard the term, and I had an idea of what it was, but I didn't know not too much about it. I've never looked into it.
They always have the X's on their hands.
Yep.
Is that what it is? I don't even know that. It's an
Yeah.
X.
Because when you go to a bar and you're underage, they X your hand so the bartenders don't serve you. So it's like they know.
So if they do it to themselves,
That became their
Yeah.
symbol, pretty
that
much.
becomes their symbol.
Yeah.
So a straight edger falling off the wagon means they start drinking.
Yep. Yep.
I'm off the wagon, guys. I had a beer. It's over. It's over, guys. It was good while it lasted.
My body's ruined now.
I'm sorry, I'm not making fun. It's just.
So says if you're underage, just don't go to a bar.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good idea. It's a good. In theory, it's cool. There's nothing, but it's just got.
No,
demonized.
I commend those type of people for to being that strong in their lifestyle, not to do that kind of stuff. But at the same time, when you're that type of person to force your beliefs on somebody like that, to where when you're physically hurting somebody, then you're no better than a skinhead or
Yeah.
you know.
Really.
You're the same thing. As far as I'm concerned, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Apparently, the producer is from Newfound Glory.
really.
Yeah. Chad Gilbert. He was the guitarist.
That's one band I could never even stand to look at.
Me neither. And they're from just down the road. from
Really?
me. So, yeah, from Scranton. So
They were way too popping pretty for my likings.
I don't even know who they are.
You ain't missing nothing.
I won't even look into it.
Don't even try.
I won't even do it. I won't even look to see what they look like. If Jim don't like the way they look, I don't like the way they look.
Let's start a movement.
start a movement.
Yeah, come move in our house and we'll cut you off from society. And
So interesting to note that it peaked at 86 on the Billboard 200. So
Yeah, not bad for a band that nobody's ever heard of.
made a pretty good mark.
Dude, I have never heard of this band. Never mentioned.
See, I didn't even know until right before the show that they didn't have anything come out past this album.
Yeah.
Where did you find it? You just looked on your own.
No, I had this album. I had this album burnt on a CD. Don't know how I got it, why I got it, but I listened to the album. I liked it, and I want to say it was probably right around 2000 and probably right around 2015 or 16.
Oh, okay. So you found it out fast, right when it came out.
Yeah. But I had heard of the band before. I just wasn't super familiar with their catalog.
Mm-hmm.
I just knew that they were kind of a poppy, hardcore band. And I had heard a few songs, didn't really care for them. But this album, something about this album I just really liked.
It's a good album.
The title of it is
It's good.
I was picking up some strong Offspring vibes, like early Offspring.
Oh, it's so weird that you're saying that.
Yeah,
I weird shit. I was listening and I heard Iron Maiden for some reason. Iron Maiden in my head. I was one of the songs. It goes, man, that kind of sounds like the Trooper. You know,
Yeah.
It's so. I'm glad you're saying that because I thought I was still not Iron Maiden, but I picked up on. That's what jumped into my head when I was listening to it. So you had the Offspring. I can see that.
yeah. I was picking up some strong vibes, like their first record, like Offspring's first record.
Mm-hmm.
It has some of the same catchy hooks. You know, some of the.
I don't think there's no bad songs on this album.
No, not at all.
The
No,
songs,
no.
even if there was a lot of bad songs, they're already over before you realize they're bad.
Yeah, before you even realize it. Yeah.
They're so short, they don't let them get bad, right? Is that what? That's the truth.
You know, and honestly, it's like the one song that is the name of this album was the one song I really didn't like the most out of all of them.
And you miss it.
And you miss it, yeah, because
You
it's
don't
stuck
even
between
remember
two really
it's
good
out.
songs.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked it. I liked the first one. I like Skate. I didn't. It was a good album, dude. I enjoyed it. It was clear. It sounded good.
Yeah.
The song structure kept me. They changed the songs. They would change it up. It wasn't like straight through the same beat. They would change up the beats and
Yeah.
do different things. It was entertaining. The opening, the difference is attitude. That's the difference. I kind of like.
I think that was Michael Rappaport as well.
Yeah.
Maybe now that you said when you mentioned that, that's what I thought. I gotta hear it again to see if I can pick up that it's him.
I recognize the voice, but now you said it, now I really recognize the voice.
Yeah. Got to have that PMA.
Yeah, I didn't recognize the voice at all. So
That band should. Speaking of that band should never be caught running on film. He does not look good running. He does not look good running.
hey, you know Michael Rappaport did the intro.
Yeah.
The last song is called True Romance, and he was in the movie True Romance.
Oh, look
Yeah.
at that.
That's early. Yeah.
That's a good connection.
Have you seen that movie?
Is that the
I
one
have.
Jamie Lee Curtis and
No, it's True Lies.
No, this is True Romance. It's Tarantino did it's like his first movie that he wrote. He didn't direct it.
He wrote the screenplay. Yeah.
He did the screenplay. Exactly. It's packed with movie stars, and it has one of the greatest scenes ever
Yeah.
by Christopher Walken and
Dennis Hopper.
Dennis Hopper. You watch that scene and you'll never forget that scene. And the other one is the one with Drexel, when he goes to see Drexel, the pimp.
Yeah.
And it's Gary Oldman. You don't even recognize it's Gary Oldman. And dude, it's terrifying. The character that he plays is terrifying. It's a really good movie. It's one of my favorites. I freaking love it.
Gary Oldman. That's a guy with 1,000 faces in movies.
You need to see Drexel. You need to see his character Drexel in this movie. And Michael Rappaport has a great Brad Pitt's in it. It's so many people so many actors are in this. It's really good. James Gandolfini. It was like one of his first roles.
Yeah, Gandolfini's
The
up.
fight scene that the scene that he's in. Oh my God, it's brutal. It's so good. It is so good. I highly recommend it. I saw it recently again. So maybe that's True Romance and Michael Rappaport connection. I don't know.
Could be. That song that I was thinking of, the H2O song, I sent y'all a link to the video of it. It's called What Happened. Michael Rappaport owns that video. And it's got Lou Collar from Sick of It All in it, and I can't remember the other fella's name for one of the other different bands that's out there, but that song might have been the reason why I listened to this album. If I remember right, great song, by the way.
That's crazy. You don't remember, man. It hasn't been that long.
That seems like a
I was
trend.
too busy not being straight edge, so I forget.
No, I don't mean it like that. I just mean it like I don't listen to a lot of modern music, and like my wife is always, something comes on the radio and it's like, you haven't heard this? No, never. I've never heard this. So that you heard this, and it's something you caught it early on. Is pretty cool.
Yeah, don't know the time and place, but I'm sure it was from watching one of the videos.
I think it's almost every album he's picked. He doesn't remember when he first heard it.
You notice that? I noticed that too. And I ask him every time it's one of his albums. So when did you first get into this? It's like
there was a time frame where I listened to so much music, like I wasn't just stuck on like a few like artists, or whatever. Like I was seeking. This was like MySpace days when like I was seeking out like new bands, like
just messaging whoever.
Yeah, just like bands that weren't even nobodies that were, that appealed to me, what I was looking for. And I was just searching for like all kinds of stuff.
I've been stuck in the same 4 bands for the last 15 years, so I remember those days when I used to.
And this fell in with the time when I was, diving into the New York hardcore scene.
That's cool. Any favorite songs? Any least favorite songs? It seems like we all like them. Any least favorite songs? I can't say there's one that I disliked above the other ones.
So my least favorite is Use Your Voice, and maybe I can't remember. Maybe Still Dreaming.
Not Real Life was really cheesy.
I like that song.
I think Still Dreaming's the one that really gave me the Offspring vibe.
I saw the live video for Use Your Voice, and that should look like it was going crazy. For nobody smoking or drinking or doing anything else. Man, you can still do that sober? Nice.
Yeah.
They're just high on life.
But my favorite song on the album, it's a tough one to pick, but I would probably have to go with Father Figure.
Yeah, I like that one.
That one's probably my favorite.
What's the name of the first album? The first song?
Black Sheep.
I like that one too. I like that one. It's a good opener. It gets you right into it.
Yeah.
That's a solid opener.
That's one of those prototypical funk songs because it doesn't mention the title until the end of the song. It just goes Black Sheep at the end of the song. I'm like, what the hell?
What's the name of the song?
But yeah, I mean, there's for me personally, there's a lot of bangers on this album. Black Sheep, great. Skate's great. Thick and Thin is really good. Father Figure.
True Romance.
True Romance is probably my second favorite of the album.
Which is the longest one? The Dreamer?
True Romance.
Romance is the one.
Yeah, it's almost 3 minutes.
You're so cool.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you have a favorite or least favorite?
Yeah, Black Sheep's my favorite. I think that's probably the.
It's a good song.
True.
True Romance.
I'll be completely honest with you. I wasn't really listening to it.
Yeah, I know you weren't.
It was until the end when he said those last words, the communication and truth, friendship means friendship. That's what got my attention. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's a solid song. That would be a song that I would play for my wife. You're so cool.
So cool.
Oh, Dad. So have you, Dad? Have you played it for her?
No,
You're so cool, Dad.
he wouldn't care. She don't like that kind of music.
Oh my goodness.
She likes Journey and Phil
Stevie
Collins,
Nicks.
Fleetwood Mac.
Stevie Nicks, and Heart.
Oh my God.
Hey, another all heart.
I was listening to Early Journey and they were so good.
Sweet chin.
You should start a movement. Oh wait, you already have one.
Wow, that was rude. Oh wait,
Steve Whiting's your sergeant in arms.
Oh, yeah. Steve.
Just kidding, Steve.
Steven Journey, bro. I love Journey. I fucking love him. Especially the early stuff. Later on, not so much, but yeah, I love fucking Journey. Who's crying now, baby?
Yeah.
Who's crying now?
Wheel in the Sky.
Wheel in the Sky.
I love that song.
Loving, touching, squeezing.
No, not that one so much.
Oh, I like that one. Loving.
Yeah, in this guy. Oh wait.
You know, I was gonna try to get this album so I could
Yeah, that's
present
not
it,
what I was
but this album is like out of print.
thinking of Spirit.
2015?
Yeah, it's like stupid expensive for a damn CD.
Probably
That's crazy.
not too much distribution, I guess.
Probably.
yeah, I know that.
Even the
song.
vinyl. I even tried all the vinyls, like all sold out. What you can find's like
Does it have it on?
overpriced. I'd love to have it on vinyl.
But it's a lot.
Yeah.
I knew that show a whole lot. Wanting to,
We're going to the wheel. We're going to the wheel.
yeah.
Spin that wheel. This is our shortest episode.
Oh, there it's on Amazon for $13.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking of vinyl.
Yeah, I think you're talking about vinyl.
Yeah, that's CD.
Vinyl's probably more.
Vinyl doesn't give a price. No, it does. $219 for vinyl.
What?
$219 for 23 minutes. Hey, and also Milo Goes to College was like $350.
Yeah. I downloaded that one.
Because I think also too that was a time when vinyl hadn't quite flourished yet.
It was still like a very niche.
So a lot of bands didn't produce vinyl. So I think that's the reason why it's a low print run.
yeah, it was right before it like exploded.
That's like $20 a song.
Put that in the jukebox. Yeah.
That's like $20, $22 a song.
That's how vinyl was in the mid '90s. Where it's like, good luck. 2 of the 4 albums I got are mid '90s, and the vinyl was over $300.
For now.
Vinyls are this.
2 I picked.
Oh, thought we had it on hand. I said, where's those at?
You that bought last week, Dad.
Yeah. Where'd you get that from? Because I didn't buy it.
This stuff
Where'd you
missing.
get that from? Where'd you get that?
Finally.
All right. Big money, big money, big money. No whammies, no whammies. And stop.
I can't look. Ooh. Ooh, this is a weird one.
Amanda Gala.
This might be the most obscure album we've had for the show.
So it might be the shortest episode next
No,
time.
it is. And it might be the weirdest album we've had on a show.
Great.
Oh, I'm guessing this is your pick.
Yes, this is one of my picks. This was
Amanda Gallus.
this is a 1994 album, and it's a 3-piece with John Paul Jones. It's like a weird one-off.
From Led Zeppelin, John Paul Jones?
The John Paul Jones.
John Paul.
No,
John Paul Jones.
the other John Paul Jones.
Yeah, it's a weird one-off. But this is going to be very interesting. Open mind. It's kind of out there a little, but
It's kind of
experimental album. This is I discovered this all on my own like a year ago. So this is going
Let's
to be
give the boy a hand.
this is going to be the first review.
He discovered an album, ladies and gentlemen. I've never heard of this band, so it should be interesting. Is it a band or is it just a one album done, one and done?
No, it's Demon Nogales is one artist, but this is like her like band album she produced.
Oh, okay.
Usually-
He's just one of the musicians on it.
Yeah.
Not
She's-
necessarily a band. That's the lady's name? The
Yes.
girl's name? Okay.
This is her most accessible album by a long margin, because she usually does like 32-minute experimental pieces, and that's like 1 out of 5 songs on an album. So this is her accessible release.
All right.
Okay.
Looking forward to it. And how long is this album, if do you remember?
It's probably like 40 minutes,
Okay.
48 maybe.
All right. I'm interested. I have no idea what I'm gonna listen to.
Out there, I think it's Greek. I think she's
Okay.
Greek Egyptian,
What's a she?
I believe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The album cover is great, so it is
Right.
probably the best.
All right. If you
Yeah.
see to these things.
Check out H2O. Use your voice.
Use your voice.
Use your voice. Attitude is the
And
difference.
Amanda Gallus.
Use that voice.
Get out there and listen to some music.
Bye bye.